platform, Betterfield Group of Schools e-learning portal. Today on the subject Economics SS1 and revision course for those preparing for senior secondary school certificate exam, the SS3 students. We are continuing the topic we started the other time, which is channels of distribution. Recall we said channel of distribution has to do with the medium, the path, if you don't mind, through which the goods produced by the producers or the factories get to the final consumer. And we said it happens through the activities of what we call the middlemen in the economics. And the middlemen we talk about the wholesalers, the retailer. Last time we talked, we dwelt a bit on the wholesaler. Today we want to speak on the retailer, considering the importance of these middlemen. Retailer, we said before now, rather, that wholesalers are those that buys the purchase goods in bulk, in large quantities from the manufacturer, from the producer, and then they sell to the retailers in a less bulky nature. From there, the retailer gets the profit. I would say they perform some functions. They feed the producer with money, with information, we call the warehousing, the store, and so on and so forth. On the part of the retailer, they also perform functions of credit facilities, advice, and so on and so forth. Today we are talking about the retailers. The retailers are those that most of us are used to. They are those that buys goods in a bulky nature, but not as bulky as the wholesalers. They buy goods, if you don't mind, let's put it this way, they buy goods or commodities in small quantities, okay, and then sell in units to the final consumers. Okay, now these people, they are called the retailers, so we can define them as businessmen who sell goods in small quantities to the final consumers. They are called the retailers. Those people that operate provision stores around us, those people that sell things that we as consumers need directly for use, they sell to us one or in bits. They are the retailers. Now, retailers have different characteristics that make them, from what I've said. Number one, retailers, they sell goods in small quantities to the final consumers. Number two, the retailers, they are those that they apart from selling goods in small quantities to the final consumers, they directly deal with the consumers. They sell directly to the consumers. Again, the retailers, they sell variety of goods. They don't just sell one good, unlike like the wholesalers who just, at times some wholesalers deal in one good. They buy almost everything for the producer, or most for the producer, one good. But retailers sell different goods at the same time. They stock their stores with different goods. From there, they begin to sell whatever you want. As a consumer, they begin to sell to you. So they sell variety of goods, and then the retailers are the final link to the consumers in the chain of distribution, where you have, like, remember we said the producer at the apex. From there you have you have the wholesaler, then the retailer. After the retailer, you now have the consumer. In between the producer and the consumer, the retailer is the last link in the chain of distribution. So they serve that purpose there. Then, from these characteristics, if you don't mind that we have said about the retailers, they sell in bits to the consumers, they have variety of goods in their store, they serve as the last link to the producer, to the final consumer. Now, we can deduce some functions that they perform. Number one, the retailers sell in small quantities. It's a function also, as well as the characteristics of the retailer. Number two, they perform after-sales services. After-sales services, that's why it is, as a consumer, you come to the retailer and then you purchase some goods like electronic gadgets. They may follow you to your house to help you set it up for you to use. If you buy a complete computer set, your desktop, your system unit and all of that, for instance, you don't know how to set up. Depending on your agreement with the retailer, they can follow you to your house and set it up, or to your office and set it up for you. That setting up is what we call the after-sales service. The retailer performs such functions. Most wholesalers may not have the time to perform such functions, but the retailers does. They do so. And then they create or they grant credit facilities to the consumers. You want to buy on credit, they can give you on credit base. The retailer does that. It's a function therefore that they perform. Then they stock varieties of goods, they supply information to the wholesalers when necessary. They supply the information to the wholesaler and then to the producer if they have direct information, direct link to the producer. These are some of the functions that they also give consumer important information about the product when necessary. These serve as the functions that they perform. Before I forget, do you know that the retailer also they sell at a convenient location and at convenient hours to the consumers. Where many wholesaler shop or producing shops must have closed up for the day, the retailer keeps selling. Some sell into late in the night. At convenient hour they produce, or they sell for you. So these are some of the functions that the retailers perform. You are going to have this as a practice exercise. I haven't talked about the wholesalers and the retailers. Try on your own to remember all we've said about both of them, and then draw it out in your note, the differences between wholesalers and the retailers, the differences between the wholesalers and the retailers. That's the much we'll take on this episode of the class Economics SS1. Till next time we meet, remain good. Thank you.